welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for coming by. So previously here I shared a video on how to add this tweak to the neck of your dress, how to make this waterfall jacket, and how to cut and sew this silver dirty draped jumpsuit that I'm rocking here. So I'll put the link of all this video in the description box below, so you check that later. So today I have this beautiful pattern to share with you. So this is a flounce neck blouse. You can add this to a dress or blouse. It's all cut in one pattern. So this is it. So we are going to start off with making a line like 8 inches before we make our main basic bodice, and 10 inches at least above our basic bodice. So when you are done doing this, you put your pattern here and we'll get to the next level. So the next thing you're going to do is to determine the length of your flounce from this point down to wherever you want the length of your flounce to be. That's the tail of your flounce. For mine, I'm leaving it at 8 inches. So you can choose to elongate yours or decrease it depending on what you want to achieve. So the next thing I'm going to show you is how to add this flounce to the neck of your blouse. As you can see, I'm trying to create a flounce here with a freehand sketch. As you can see, if you are used to making flounce, basically you'll be able to do this without problem. But if you don't, you can just look at what I'm doing and then you follow suit. So guys, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and then you're always free to share my videos with your friends and some groups you may want to share it with. So the next thing I'm going to do is to trace out this pattern very well so that you'll be able to see it clearly. So when I must have traced it out, it should look something like this. As you can see, I've done it already, and there are some things to consider while making this pattern. This area here should be at least 1.5 inch larger than this portion. This is to make it look like a cascaded flounce while plaiting it on the neckline. And also this area has to be curved. It has to be curved and not straight, so that it forms a lovely flounce for your neckline. And then also, as you can see, my flounce is at least 1 inch lengthier than the shoulder line. Okay, so this is it. And then I'll have to give you a further explanation later, but after this clip. So after cutting this pattern like so, at this point you're going to mark 1 inch away from this center front while cutting it out. Then another thing to consider here is that if you're using a larger necked blouse, that means you need a longer flounce. So here is where you determine the length of your flounce, right here. So to make it fit the lengthier portion of the neckline, you can elongate this further so that it falls very well and appropriately to the neck of your blouse. So now that I've cut out my pattern and I place it on my fabric to cut out, I've given 1/2 inch seam allowance to the flounce area like so, and at this point as well. And in here I didn't put any seam allowance, so go ahead and cut out your pattern as well. So after cutting out my fabric, this is the center front line right here, and what I'm going to do now is to sew from the neckline down to this portion. By the way, this is the right side of my fabric. And then after I must have sewn it, what I did was to notch this area. That's what I'm going to do now, is to notch this area, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So this is it. This is what I mean by notching it. After doing that, I'm going to flip this to the wrong side of my fabric. I'm going to open this up and show you what next to do. So after you open it up like so, you're going to bring in that 1 inch you marked out before the center front, and then you're going to sew it down. After joining it from that area and turn to the right side of your fabric, it should look something like this, and it should look something like this at the wrong side of it. So I'm going to show you how to plait the neck of the dress or the top. So this is the flounce right here, and I'm going to show you in a minute how to plait it to the neck of your blouse. So this portion already I have already pleated, and I'm going to show you how to do this for the other side. So I'm going to move this like casing pleating towards the opposite side of the flounce, like so. Then you need to make sure that your pleats are of the same measurement or similar measurements, and the arrangement of the opposite side are quite similar to each other, so you do this appropriately. I highly recommend that you pin this down first before sewing, and after you must have observed it properly, you sew on the neckline, and with an interlock machine you can finish this up neatly. And please take note of the correction I wrote on the screen for a better finishing. So after doing that, you have to sew on the interface and your dart, then sew on the back bodies, and your blouse is ready. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to share my videos. Bye.